Hey guys, we're not going to start yet. Just a few minutes. I had to restart everything. My computer was like doing an update right when I needed to start this. And it really was annoying. Okay. So they just sent out the email, so people should be joining soon. We're going to look at the deals we have. Red Room Audio, Cinematic Rhythms, Cue Builders, and Audio Modern Paths bundle. And this one right here that I have open, Origin X. Hello, everybody. Cue Builders. Rebuild my quick load because it all got messed up. It's always fun. How is everyone doing today? Not many people here yet, so I'm waiting for more to show up. Email went out, but my viewer count hasn't really updated. I'm good, except my everything was updating when I needed to start this, so things are all messed up right now. But I had a good lunch. I went to Jimmy John's on my motorcycle to clear my head. Q builders. This has a ton. I did it. If you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the video on Q builders yet. There's a lot to do with that. World rhythms and epic rhythms. And then audio modern paths. Trying to find that. Here it is. Paths 2, paths 1. Make some folders. I had Nepalese takeaway for dinner. That sounds good. Jersey Mike's isn't close by. So, sorry. I went to Jimmy John's. I haven't eaten there in forever. I just had a craving for Jimmy John's. Look at that. I hit duplicate track. It already says paths 2. Isn't that convenient? The only thing I don't like about Jimmy John's is their owner is like a big game hunter and murders elephants and shit. So does anyone have any of these products yet? No. I have one no. I have 1,000 no's. So this is going to be my first time really experimenting with this one. So we can, you know, pretend we know what we're doing all at the same time, together. So obviously it's loop based. So we can stack them together. Nice little effects going on. May have to extend that to get the full loop going on. Honestly, all of these products are pretty similar. Like, they're all loop-based melodic stuff. Basically, Pass has different kits. It's a lot smaller. Paz is for contact full. Q Builders is for contact full. Origin X is for contact player. So paths 1 and 2, those are the ones I've had the longest. You get the full kit on the green. You get separate elements of the kit on the different blue. blue keys here. Where'd it go? I exited out? Okay. We'll go to pass 2. You get different elements of the kit on the blue keys here. You hear the dogs? They're driving me fucking crazy. So the full kit, again, green key. Yeah, you change the key down here as well, so you're not just like stuck in one key. Really ambient. It says down here kit 1 80 BPM, but I'm playing it at 120. It's just, you know, I guess it was created at 80 BPM, meant to be played that, but it will sync to your tempo. Yeah, let's look at Origin X. That's the one. I think that's the biggest one that I want to explore the most. The interface looks a lot like Output. Output instruments. So here we have the 2 layers. If you look at the keys here, the blue and the red. Down here is the speed, so half time. That's pretty cool. Well, buy the full version of Contact. That's like the best investment you can possibly make if you use sample libraries, honestly. Yeah, so that affects, you can turn it off. Compression, EQ, saturation, phaser chorus, reverb, space, and delays. I guess these are the global effects. Macros. I hear how the delay increases as you're as it's playing the sequencer. Just draw your own. It's pretty cool. So you can see right here is actually as it's controlling these parameters. You see that little knob moving? And then the green is like where the red and the green are the range that it will go through as it's going through the sequence. So minimum on the sequencer is at that green, maximum is at that red mark there. Making sure you can all see that. Yeah. So if you want to adjust the loop range, or the range of the effects, it's all just right there. So this right now is just the feedback and the wetness for the delay, which you can change as distortion. Pretty cool. I like that one. What is that? Let's extend that even further. I really like that when it gets the fast arpeggio there. Towards the end. You can add your own stuff on top of that. So there's these rhythmic presets down here, or loops. Try that one. Just adding like a spacey lead to it. This one sounds kind of modulated. Let's change the rhythm. You can add your own rhythm as well. That's pretty awesome. There we go. Now what I'm doing now is loading samples up to into a drum machine, a kit, to make our own rhythm. There's like a shitload of comments. Can I get a discount product? What? No, I don't know. We have we have all kinds of discount products on our website. Are the effects? Can you get the default so one can use preset? So I will check into that. So right now I'm making this kit to go along with this. So we'll play the loop as I create the kit. Can I get the stuff you have for free? No. What kind of question is that? I really like that loop. I don't like that hi-hat so much. Okay, let's do our first giveaway. This is Studio 1.5. They have like it's like a darker color scheme. You can tell by the icon, it's black and blue instead of the old white with black. Who is asking about that? Hello, Ruben. Any advice on which company might need new composers? What you do is you see, go to companies. A lot of them don't want new ones because they already have enough people, and like thousands of people ask them that stuff and try to get free stuff. So you go to, say, like Sound Iron or Impact Soundworks, which aren't as big. They've got a new product coming out. Be like, hey, I like it. Do you need any demo writers on any upcoming products? And show them some of your work. If it's good, they might be interested. But don't be like, hey, I want to get your products for free. Can I write demos for you? Then they'd be like, no. If that's all you want. But I don't think I think you know that. All right, let's do our first giveaway. Here are my handy dandy numbers over here. So when I say go, I'll type go into the chat, and everyone type one number between 1 and 1,000. Not yet. Only type one number, please, or else we'll all get mad at you and you'll be disqualified. Everyone ready? Go. I didn't say go yet, but whatever. Nobody ever listens, but it's okay. I have 3. Ian Johnson said, I don't know if Experience compares to one with other dolls. I have 3 of them. I've used like 5 or 6, but I own 3. And it's the easiest to use in my opinion. But I encourage, if you don't get it just because of that, Danny, only type one number, seriously. Sing, whistle the Jeopardy theme song. Here's our Jeopardy theme song. Oops. Nice repetitive drum loop. Okay, I don't see any more numbers. So, 3, 2, 1. Stop. And this first number was 873. Why did like 1,000? Why did like 5 people type 777? Is this the new 666? Is this a trend? So I see a 900. I see a 854, which is 19 off. 900 is more than that. Where was that? Do you guys see anyone closer? Shout out. Oh, 888 was like the first one, which is 15. You got crap voodoo, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. 888 was the first one I saw, and that was a Kazic music. Voodoo failure. I'm sorry, the voodoo didn't work. So, Kazic music. Are you here? Are you with us? I hope so. Email support@audioplugin.deals. The number was 873. So what I want to do is I'm just going to I like that loop. I'm going to mute that. I duplicated the whole instrument and I'm going to see what else we have here. I'm using the exact same keys, the same notes I used for the last one. I'm just going to see what this one sounds like. We'll check out the different ones here. Sound like this one kind of a bass line. It's more bassy, it's not a bass line. So the reason I changed the G right here to the G sharp, it changes that loop to a different key. And then it goes up. Not the same loop, but it changes the key a bit. That's like a really pretty ambient, just kind of atmosphere. Some kind of like reverse type effects going on there. All of them have a kind of a reverse signature, if you will. Chris Sullivan, this is Origin X. All of these libraries are fairly similar. I mean, especially like just the sound of like paths in Origin X, they're similar. Origin X is like way deeper and more complex, however. So it could be understandable to think that sounded like paths. Yeah, so we can look at all three of these. I don't know what people want to hear about the most, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. Right now this is Origin X, and in the preset right here, I just scrolled to number 2. The first one we did up here was number 1, called Leviathan, which I liked a lot. That fast kind of arpeggio. And that modulated synth sound. Now I'm just scrolling through, and we'll use this second instance as just kind of a blank template to check out the different sounds here. Yeah, this one's like really... So that's... So I'm just scrolling through like the sources here for layer 2. So there's kits, sound presets, effects presets, which someone asked about earlier. Yeah, you can remove the effects. So there's an effects page here. So there you get the delay. So, I mean, you know, that drum loop has a specific sound where it's a little lo-fi. But as far as like that delay and the reverb and everything, you can turn those off for the layers and everything. It's compression, filters, drive, distortion, lo-fi, and then down here EQ, saturation, modulation like phaser, chorus, the reverb, and everything. Will Origin X be available in the store? I wouldn't count on it currently, because it's like brand new and it's on the Artistry Audio page as opposed to audio plugin deals. It's just a deal right now. I wouldn't count on it, but eventually I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But usually it'll take a while. I mean, usually for the shop, they're not going to be like brand new products that go into the shop. So let's just go through some of the presets here. So this is like almost exactly like the output instruments. Like you can organize from according to tags, according to categories, as you see here: action, distorted, organic, chill, rhythmic, balance, blah blah blah. Oh, symphonic. Let's check some of those out. Nice. How big is it? Good question. Come on, show me. Oh, 4.2 gigs. It's not a lot. Save on drive space and get a lot of cool stuff. Is Artistry Audio a Sample Logic company? Does it say Sample Logic? No. I'd say more than Sample Logic, it looks and sounds like Output. Oops, I want lo-fi. Some nice reverb there too. Let's hit random. Let's randomize the sounds. That's cool. I really like those kind of sounds. Just kind of like granular, you know, synth flutters and like really fast arpeggio type sounds. And this was just doing randomize. That's a heavy drum beat. There we go. See how this sounds. And you can just take out the drum beat, use our repetitive loop we used before. I'm just hitting random a bunch of times. So you can select all, change what's being randomized, and if you want to keep the kits, if you want to keep the loop points, if you want to keep the sound but change the loop points, if you want to keep the sound but change the effects. I just hit select all. That's the most fun, right? But anyway, if you want to keep a certain part of it, you can randomize the randomize. So what the fuck? That is the random panel if you click these 3 buttons right there. Random settings. So that one sound right there, that's awesome. I like that. That's really badass. Who just came down? Oh my gosh. You guys see that? Hi, Marley. Marley, what are you doing? Marmar. What are you doing? You know I'm in the middle of a stream, right? Here's audio plugin pooch, everybody. Being a goofball. There she goes. She's still behind me. She just plopped on the floor. So, that's audio plugin pooch, everybody. If you didn't know. Nope. Okay, so that was random. But everyone say hi to Marley, our beloved audio plugin pooch, who decided to shout for you. Let's do our second giveaway for Marley. This is her couch. So we were talking about how much I like that loop. It's badass. Giveaway 2. Hell no, I'm not giving away Marley. No one can have my Marmar. Except me. I share my Marley with you guys so much with the pictures. You should feel privileged. No, I'm just teasing. Giveaway 2. When I say go, please type one number between 1 and 1,000. Not yet. Okay. Everyone ready? Go. Marley's bark generator. I could do it. You know, you heard her, the noise she just made. It's not always a bark. It's like a... She sings. She yells. She howls. She toots. So I'm waiting on my new headphones to arrive. Maybe we'll do a little unboxing with the new headphones. Oh, 4 stops away. They are 4 stops away. Lots of numbers this time. I don't know why people are typing over 1,000. I've seen at least 2 of them. Number between 1 and 1,000. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Not 6,000. If you type more than once, you're not going to win. No, you type one number. You don't keep suggesting. Like this guy, Yasser. Only one number. I'm just gonna, you guys blew it. Just kidding. Some of you blew it. No, I saw your message. I don't know if you want to give away a copy of Isotope. What, trash? You want to give away some trash? Let's just eat some trash. It's from Seinfeld. I know, Moxie. People are sometimes difficult. Is that worded correctly? This number is 532. Moxie guessed dog. Does that translate into numbers? So I see 512, 20 off. If you guys see one, a legit one, feel free to shout it out. Oh, look, 533. That's pretty close. Send the Orioles closer to the Phillies, and I am good. Oh, Moxie Marley is a golden lab mixed with a German shepherd. So white shepherd. Pretty much correct. And Nate Diver gets 533. So you're a totally winner. That's like really fantastic guess. I don't know why you people keep typing after I have already said done, and you guys are like, oh look, you like type the number. Like I fucking think you just guessed it after I showed it. Like what like these people, what's the deal? Okay, that's true, but no, it's not that delayed that they guess the exact same fucking number. It's not. Okay, Nate Diver, are you listening? Please email support@audioplugin.deals. I'm just going to start muting people who like keep typing. Just because we have a lot of people today and it's like people have legitimate questions and I try to read it and like people just keep just bullshitting. It's like, what? A very small amount of people do that. You know, I love everyone here, even those people. Love you all. And you, Brian, you asked that like 1,000 times. I don't know. I saw you typed it 3 times and I was like, let me go back to him. Okay, I'm not meeting you, Luke. Dude, it's Friday. I am happy. I'm more than happy. I'm living my best life. Yeah, so I mean, if someone wants it, say so, and he'll give it to you. Is it really free right now on... I have it, so I don't need it. I don't need that trash. No, it's a great plugin. Is that what it is now? Claim your free copy? Excuse me. It's free. So we're going to check out more loops. It still says 4 stops away. I don't know. I noticed someone mentioned the HD 280s. Oh, Arfo. I see it now. By the way, I managed to get a pair of the HD 280 Pro. Thanks for the recommendation in the last stream. How do you like them, Arfo? I still have those. I've had them for like 20... I've had them for like 20 years. So I ordered the HD 660S, which were quite a bit more expensive. All right. Oh, a little bass line? Yeah. Ooh, a little atmosphere there. This layer here. I like that. So that seems to be in the key of G. I'm just adding the synth lead just to... Just kind of experimenting a bit. Here's a melody. Epic. Ice cold. Oops. It was ice cold, now it's the animatrix. Oh yeah, someone asked if you can change like the chords to major or minor. I'm pretty sure the loop is just as is. I did a little bit, like you can change the pitch of it to change the key, but I'm pretty sure as far as chords, it's as is, as far as I'm aware. I like this one a lot. It's a nice sequence. So this is the same kit, but it'll sound completely different because we took that lead out and changed something else down here. Changed a couple of what sequences are playing. So that was the Animatrix from Epic. Vintage? Let's check out Vintage. Oh, that's Vintage. Yeah. Feeling a bit funky. That would fit in great with something I'm working on, Brian Cherry. Is it a porno from the 70s? So this is the macro page. It's just, there's a sequencer right here. You can adjust these down here from this menu. So auto pan, delay, dirt, distortion, the filter, gain, gates, lo-fi, reverb, stuff like that. Program in how those are modulated, or you can turn everything off. Change the loop point simply dragging these or clicking the whole box and dragging it left or right. Just like so. Let's check out some more. Driven. That's interesting. That is cool. I like that. So you see that was going in reverse. And it sounds way cooler in reverse. So what I'm doing now is combining the rhythm from the first kind of kit we used with some of the more melodic content of the second one. Still says 4 stops away. What is with this? Why are we such an impatient society? It's funny. Yeah, I read the chat. You guys are just asking a lot of stuff. I don't know. This is the first time I've opened this and used it. I thought it'd be fun for us to just unbox it and dive in, because there's like way better videos on this from all their websites. We're just like experimenting and having fun with it. So what category? Okay, we're still on driven category. Tiny Byte said, I've never used Contact before. Well, this Origin X we're looking at right now is for Contact Player, so which is a free download. So if you do buy this, you'll get Contact Player for free. Contact normally is $400, something like that. Most of us buy it in a bundle with Complete or something like that. It's industry standard sampler, but lots of people don't want to invest in the full version if they they don't make music professionally, or they don't use a lot of sample libraries. They use more synths, so it's understandable. But this one, my whole point is that it'll work with the free Contact Player, which is a great way to learn how to use it. You can even download Complete Start, which will come with Contact Player, and you can get some free sounds that way as well, which is a great way to get into it. Percussive, let's check some of those out. Change the tempo. Been doing it 120 the whole time. Percussive and cinematic. Mute the first one. These are like really good quality, and it's surprisingly versatile. I honestly I had not used this before today. If you go back to the beginning of the stream, I even started this in demo mode, so I had it and I tried loading it up, so I thought it was for Contact Full. I was like, oh, and I registered it through native access at the very beginning of the stream. So this is my real-time reaction. I like it. Obviously very outputty. There's no denying that, but it's different. I mean, it's got a lot of versatility with percussion loops as well as melodic content. I mean, we heard that kind of like disco sound. We've heard synthy sounds. We've heard cinematic sounds, drum kits, percussion, all kinds of stuff. So pretty good. So let's do our third giveaway. I noticed someone asked how that we did that. Did we already go over Cinematic Rhythms by Red Room Audio? No, but I'd be happy to, and I also have another video on that as well, where I kind of show how to make a track with it. because it's called Q Builders. Let's do our third giveaway, which for someone who asked, how do we do giveaways? I will say, everybody ready, go, and I'm going to type go into the chat. And at that time, I would like everyone to type one number between 1 and 1,000. So just type one number at random, guess one between 1 and 1,000. Whoever is closest to my number wins the $50 gift card. So I'm going to type those instructions into the chat real quick. I say go. Not yet. Everyone always starts even before I say that. But, okay. It's all good. Let's see if the headphones are here yet. Oh boy. He's on the street. It says he's on the street. I don't know. I don't know if it says that or not. Maybe it does. It also said he was 4 stops away. 5 hours ago. So we can unbox the headphones, put them on Audio Plugin Pooch, ask her opinion. How does it register those really high frequencies that only dogs can hear? We can do all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, 3, 2, 1, stop. So that was our last number. This number, this time, is 397. I'm only counting people between... After I say stop, I cut it off. So I see immediately Dark 30 has 391, 6 off. Someone has 400. You're out of luck. $405 is 8 off. Does anyone see 400 or anything closer than that one, which was 391, which is only 6 off? Yeah, you did 405, that's 8 off. I said that. Maybe I said it in my head. I think I said it. TG, you gotta get some better voodoo. Come on, hire. No, it's all good. It's all good, Beat Juggernauts. TG, you need to hire a real witch. Have you guys seen Hereditary? Dark 30? Coming in. Come in, Dark 30. Okay. You won. Congratulations. Please email this email, which I'm typing right now, at the dark side of the moon. So email that email right there. Support@audioplugin.deals. and receive your prize. So we'll save this. Yeah. Have you ever won here before? I don't think you have. Of my setup, people ask about it a lot. I have never given a official walkthrough, but people ask what this is, what that is, so I have no problem. I love talking shop. You guys know that, so ask away. It's all good with me. So Xenon, usually we show the deals as I do the giveaways. I ask if there's anything else anyone wants to see, and then sometimes I will have some free time at the end, and people just ask about what my favorite libraries are. What is this? Can we see this? Blah blah blah. Very often, it's not unheard of for that to happen. So I was gonna open the project I did for Q Builders. I mean, usually streams are like an hour, but sometimes they're like 2 hours, sometimes they're like 3 hours. What are those guitars in the back? Yeah, Paul Reed Smith. That red one. PRS. The custom 24. So nothing crazy. Not the thousands and thousands of dollars, but I like it. Alvarez acoustic electric. The mandolin. It's so weird to like try to point when you're like, wait, is it up? Is it down? Is it up? The mandolin. And yes, a Telecaster. Where's the Strat? I don't have everything here. Yeah, it's the Squier Telly, not the actual Fender. I have a Fender Modern Player Telecaster, but it doesn't look as nice on display, you know? Thank you, Beat Juggernauts. Love the website. I picked up a few gems along the way. That is awesome. That's what we like to hear. Am I excited about the next gen consoles? A little bit, but I mostly play PC games these days. I play Switch and PC. Why is there an angry face, Tiny Bites? What is going on? Oh, here's the Q Builders. Is my audio set up right? So this, I did a video on this just in the SSL joke. I did a video on this as well, just like how to make a Q with Q Builders, and it was just really simple. Starting with the Red Room Audio Library, which is another loop-based library. We got a lot of loops today, huh? So Q Builders, what I like about it is the way you can enable and disable the low. So as you can see, low 1, low 2, mid 1, mid 2, high. And so the loops are recorded as like a full set, but each individual element is here. Here's just the low, low 2. You have multiple mic positions for the loops, and also a lot of different time signatures, which was cool about this one. So here we go. Over here, there's 12, 8, 3, 4, 2 banks of 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 8, 7, 6. And then the same time signatures for world rhythms. So there's epic rhythms and world rhythms. And all I did for this was just, in the video, I'll post it here. Cue builders. Yep, that's it. It's going to start. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. That one, it does the same thing, but I just, added some brass and strings to this because it's called cue builders. So, like, I want to actually build a cue, which is just a simple action type cue. It's still going. Well, that's called a hanging note. So I just added some brass and strings to this, and these like really low strings. But it all stems from cue builders, which is very easy to also change these. Well, now it's loaded again. We blew it. We blew it. And then the second one here. So this one's quieter and more kind of textured and subtle. Anyway, there's a video on that. No one's really commenting, so we'll do our last giveaway and move on because people started to leave. Yeah. Well, thank you. So that was just using cue builders as just a foundation, and then I added the other instruments on top of it. So just using the same chords. One is kind of bombastic. You hear how those drums are, loud and kind of epic, and then this one is just more textured. Also, you hear how it plays a release note every time I stop. That you can disable that. It's good for when you end a measure and then you release the key and it has that final smack. So you'll notice whenever I stop playing the song or when I lift off the key, it does that, but you don't have to do that because if you pull up the key off time, it'll sound weird and you're like, wait, that's off time. Anyway, I posted the video for that, just kind of going over this. How I added the different layers, trombones, horns, short strings, low strings for like the really powerful, and a cymbal swell. And it all comes together. And the second half was add a bassoon, which kind of adds to that mystery. Forget which key. C sharp. Just kind of adding that bassoon line in, which I really like the double reeds for that kind of stuff. But we also have for strings here, this Jaeger. I knew it was either Jaeger or Nucleus. Because, you know, Audio Period recently updated all their stuff, so it's all at the top of my my library panel. So I just open up Jaeger. Nucleus is, the strings are almost identical. So either of those. Oh yeah, I was going to show some of the world rhythms. Again, I'm just sticking with 4/4 because everyone knows 4/4. It's simple and it's the most popular. But again, just remember you've got like 12/8, 7/6, 5/4, 3/4 time signatures as well. You're not stuck to 4/4. So here's the ethnic world rhythms, which are really, really nice. How many presets in this library? So you see here all of these different, they're all named themes pretty much, but they're mapped across the keys. So if you look right here in this spot, when I highlight a key, see this little text pops up. So that says bongo rhythms. They correspond with the names here. So you can also just go in here and click and it'll select that key. But they're all mapped across your keyboard, so you have access to them. You can mute these different layers on the fly. For instance, and there's release hits as well. You can mute the low 1, low 2, which are, you know, the different layers, the different stems for each kit. So for instance, if you want to use this one, but you only want the high and the mid from it, you know, you can mute those on the fly simply by using key switches, and then you can go to a new rhythm and unmute them and have the full thing. And a lot of versatility there with that compared to most other loop libraries. So yeah, we can. How I use the mod wheel here is if you do the mod wheel all the way up, look at this right here. This is the volume for, right now it's only the low. Right in the middle, it's an even balance between all of the layers. And then you go up, or excuse me, turn the mod wheel all the way down, and it only turns up the volume for the high and the mid, but turns down the low layers. So also the mod wheel is a way to kind of on the fly adjust it. If I do it up, like, sorry, it's kind of there, I'll move myself. You do it like this, So that's a way a really nice way to kind of change it on the fly as well. Or if you know you just want something more subtle with only the high textures and without the low, just use the mod wheel for that instead of having to mute and unmute each stem. Oh, mic positions. So we got Hall and close. Really nice and detailed. Turn up the Hall, turn off the close. You get that nice wide sound stage, and you get the ambience, which adds to the realism of the sound of a real room as opposed to using reverb on a closed sample. It's never going to sound as good. So again, combining them both, you get, or you can turn down the Hall, keep the close. A little more detail, turn up the Hall, turn down the close. A bit more width and a wider sound stage for that. And they're both at 0. So I'm going to turn off the low and then just have the high, and you get. Turn the mid. So a lot of versatility there. That's, of course, for our more cinematic composers, which is what I focus on anyway. So yeah, epic and world rhythms for that. We'll do our final giveaway here. We haven't done it yet, right? When I type go, please type one number between 1 and 1,000. I have a hybrid setup as well. Hardware is hard to beat, but I mean, software is so much more flexible. All right. Oh, headphones are here. I'm going to go get them. And we're going to do an unboxing. So here, listen to this while I go and get them. Is that an epic mail? Epic mail run? I almost locked myself outside. Okay, so stop. Final giveaway number was 756. Excuse me. Uh, 712. 803 is what? 47 off. 712 is less than that. Everyone always guesses 666. Please email support@audioplugin.deals. Did I spell that right? I didn't spell it right. Ignore that. Now, let's see what these are all about. Why did they give me such a big box? It's actually a huge box for these, too. Sennheiser 660S. So you guys know why I ordered these? Because my Beyerdynamic 990s, which I said I really liked, I don't like them anymore. How much did it cost? You don't want to know. It's the most I've ever paid for headphones. Oh, the cue. They're $500. Yes, it is a business expense. So there they are. I read they had a really long cord, and they do. It's like 10 fucking feet long. Oh, I don't like the Beyerdynamic because one of the I had them for a little over 2 years, and one of the drivers starts to rattle. And I've read so many users say the same thing, like little dust or hair will get into the driver membrane and cause it to rattle. It sounds like it's blown, or as if your car subwoofer is rattling your car trunk. Like, I've never had that happen with any other pair of headphones ever in my entire life. So I went with Sennheiser because I've had the HD280 since before I even used a DAW, when I recorded on like an analog recording studio with guitars. So yeah, not that they're bad. They're one of the most highly recommended headphones you can get. Oops. Oh, I unplugged my other headphones. I was like, why can't I hear myself? Duh. It's not actually on Sweetwater. They have the 650s on Sweetwater. Oh, they had the 650s on Sweetwater, which I originally ordered, but they're like on back order, and they don't even sell the 650s on the official Sennheiser site anymore. They replaced them with these. I bought it on Amazon. That's why I got the Amazon box. Only one left in stock. Order soon. I bought them from that exact link. And there were 8 left in stock when I ordered it. Okay, so does anyone have any more questions, concerns, anecdotes? Sounds good. Oh, I have no idea. I have seen the Phoenix one. I haven't watched it or really researched it because I have Jade and I don't want to be talked into buying something else. Thank you for attending, Beat Juggernauts. What makes open back headphones better? I mean, it depends on your application. So what I was just using are closed back headphones, the Audio-Technica M50s. For mixing and for long sessions where I sit and do these orchestral things, and I do it overnight, and I need something that's comfortable but that doesn't fatigue my ears, and an open back let the sound flow out naturally instead of containing all those bass resonances sealed against your ear, which causes, there's more bass in it, but it's less natural, not as comfortable, and I don't like wearing them for a long time. Joe P, yes, we showed Origin X quite a lot. Yeah, Nate Diver, like Sennheiser, literally, I've never had a bad experience with them. Yep, open back is the way to go, in my opinion. Can you suggest a good entry-level pair of headphones? The ones we've talked about and Arfo mentioned them earlier, the Sennheiser HD 280s, HD 280 from Sennheiser. Nice. Those are 100. And then for 150, 160, you can get these Audio-Technica ATH-M 50X, which is probably the most recommended ones. Those are 2 closed back headphones. Both of them are very, very good. I gave the 280s to my dad. He uses them. He plays guitar. But they have, I've owned them for 15 to 20 years. And they are still perfect. I have done a video on paths. If you'd like the link to paths demonstration, it is here. Hey everyone. Hey everyone, today we're going to check out the paths bundle from Audio. Wait, who's talking? Joe, 90% of what I do is orchestral music. No, I haven't. H keys. Joe P, 90% of what I do is orchestral. I do tutorials here a lot of the times in the stream or in the videos. Like if you watch the Cue Builders video, it's a simple tutorial, but it just kind of, I show the products, but I kind of try to at least a little bit show how I like layer tracks and how and the whole process. I have my own channel. I don't really do tutorials on there as much. I do sample library comparisons mostly, but sometimes like mock-ups and stuff. Probably the most recent one I did was a mock-up of like, not the most recent, but one of the most viewed ones was Stormchoir Ultimate doing a mock-up with the Duel of the Fates from Star Wars. What is my favorite album or band? Are you asking me, Mark Beeb? I don't know, man. Oh, how do you like the 600s? Yeah, Audio Imperial is very, very good. I have not all of theirs, but I think a lot of their stuff. Cerberus, Jaeger, Nucleus, Talos, Low Brass, a lot of other stuff. My favorite album or band, honestly, I don't know. I cannot pick just one. If I had to pick like a favorite rock band, I like metal too, but like for classic rock, I'd pick probably Queen, because I love them. Kind of cinematic stuff. I like Tool a lot. Does iTunes even exist anymore? So here's what I listen to I listen to this almost every time I ride my motorcycle. I just say, hey Siri, play Steve Jablonsky, the Transformers score. Because my bike's name is Optimus. Favorite album by Queen? Oh, man. Use correction software. I'm copying and pasting that so I remember it. So yeah, I mostly listen to like film music. Here's my playlists. A lot of like hardstyle electronic, a lot of metal, behemoth metal, but mostly like film music. Danny Elfman, The Matrix, Slim Shady LP, Gojira metal band. Obviously a lot of Hans Zimmer, Fallout 3 score, James Newton Howard and Hans Zimmer and John Williams are my favorite composers. Lamb of God, Korn, Megadeth, Mastodon, The Incredibles, Metallica, some punk, Pennywise, Roy Buchanan, great Telecaster guitarist, Simon and Garfunkel, a lot of Steve Jablonsky, who did the Transformers score, one of my favorites. Two Steps from Hell, Thomas Bergenson. Classical. All kinds of stuff, really. Oh, Stevie Ray Vaughan. So my favorite by Queen would probably have to be Night at the Opera, but I would pick their greatest hits over that with all like the good stuff. Oh yeah, John Barry, I love him. I like Thomas Newman. I like Gary Moore, the guitarist. What did you think of Ludwig Göransson's score for Tenet? I haven't heard it. Haven't seen it, haven't heard it. I love Mastodon. Melodic Cacophony met Mastodon. They're so good. What score would you recommend as a must listen? Man, depends on what you like. I think my top. I guess you can't really show like my top most downloaded or most listened to ones. Yeah, it won't let me. Oh man. My personal must listens probably won't go back as far into the classics. This is my opinion, like the godfather of modern stuff. For oops. These are my personal must listens. Treasure Planet or The Village for James Newton Howard. Then there's like a lot from Jerry Goldsmith that I can't really pick one. Bernard Herrmann. I have some of his stuff. Honestly, that stuff was before my time, so most of my really like impactful film experiences come from a movie I've actually seen, and that just happens like through childhood. Little kids don't really watch Psycho or or something like that. So like we form these experiences usually in our childhood, watching Star Wars or something like that, which is why, not that I don't appreciate the older stuff, but it never impacted me quite as much as what I just listed. I know I have. Oh yeah, The Matrix. Oh my god, that one's like a life changer. Yeah, I like Vangelis. Of course I do. Danny Elfman, Batman 1989. I know there's something I had to have missed. See, I have got this Bernard Herrmann. It's just a mix from all of his different stuff. Citizen Kane, that's one movie I do like a lot. But again, like it's a totally different generation. Psycho, of course. So there's a lot of good stuff here. My favorite Vangelis score is actually Alexander, the movie with Colin Farrell. Vangelis. It's not a great movie, but holy shit, the score is good. Oh, and of course, this one. Those are my must listens. Like, I think if I had to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's exactly 10. If I had to pick 10, those would be my personal top 10. But again, I'm 31, so there are older stuff in Ennio Morricone, the Good, the Bad, the Ugly, stuff like that. But as far as the old school stuff, I just said it as soon as you said that. As far as old school stuff, I think Max Steiner King Kong is like my ultimate. Junkie XL, I like him. I have some of his albums. The Mad Max. On Apple Music, I have the Alita Battle Angel, a couple others. He's not in my top 5, but I think he is, more talented than some people give him credit for. I think he just, he appeals to the masses with the kind of very heavy electronic influence sound. I think he's very, very talented, but he's not in my top 5. Yeah, Thomas Newman, Shawshank, and Road to Perdition were absolutely beautiful. Jesper Kidd, Jeff Russo, not as familiar with them. There's a lot of people that are really popular that I think are good, but it didn't really like blow me away. And I guess I'm not as familiar with some of their stuff, so I can't do an accurate opinion on them if I've just heard some stuff in passing. I think this is the most underrated James Horner score, The Perfect Storm. So yeah, some fun little tidbits there. All the producers are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Quirkiest score that I make no apologies for liking. Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Speed Racer. Speed Racer by Michael Giacchino. I don't know how to exactly say his name. Speed Racer is amazing score. It's playful, it's cartoonish, it's goofy. What are my specs? There we go. Core i7, 8700K. It's overclocked, probably like 5 gigahertz, 64 gigs of RAM. Yeah, I know Pee-wee's Danny Elfman, but it's very, very quirky. Those are my two quirky scores, Pee-wee by Danny Elfman and the Michael Giacchino. This isn't a laptop, by the way. Eight gigs, man. I was there for a long time. Do I play mandolin? Not really. That is basically something that was given to me by a family member. A family member who passed away and had a lot of old guitars and had that and a dulcimer and stuff like that. And they were given to me because I play guitar. Me and my dad plays too. So we ended up with all these kind of exotic instruments. Is this my free time? Yes. Marley is not for sale. You guys want to kidnap the pooch, don't you? I'm wondering why you have almost 12 terabytes hard drives. I have like 15. Am I using it as a proxy server? No, but I'm a full-time music composer, man. Like all of this is samples. Some of it is video games. Do you have the BBC This is a good question. Do you have the BBC Symphony Orchestra from Spitfire? Yes, I do. And that is 600 gigabytes. So that should also answer the previous question, why do you have almost 12 terabyte of hard drive space? I mean, Junkie XL Brass is maybe 500 gigabyte. I don't know. The stuff is huge. Where's the Junkie XL? Yeah, Jason Lee, please email the support. They'll be able to help you out better with that. Yeah, so here, Hans Zimmer strings, 230 gigabytes. Eric Whitacre choir, 153. Bernard Herrmann toolkit, 136. It adds up quick. Oh, so, the Junkie XL is only like 100 gigabytes. I delete a lot of the mic positions. What sort of clients do you work with? Filmmakers, game developers, people, business owners who want advertisements, YouTubers who want intro or background music, gaming streamers who want intros or background music. A lot random freelance stuff. Xenon, I will say this, what, you only have 8 gigs of RAM, right? Yeah, a lot of people want custom music. A lot of times people send me references from like Audio Jungle and stuff, but they want something different. Yeah, there are websites to do it, but right now it's insanely saturated. I started 3 years ago, and now, yeah, I would not even touch the BBC with, even with 32, that's like pushing it. It's a serious RAM hog. Like serious, and same with CPU. Excuse me. Man, the BBC takes forever to load. Absolutely forever. It's a good product, but like I would go with something else. To be honest, I use it, but I don't like the brass or the woodwinds. I love the strings. I love the percussion. I like the bassoon and the flutes and the flute, and everything else I use from other libraries. Do I keep the rights to the music you put down? It depends. If it's work for hire, the price will be higher, and I don't keep the rights. A lot of things, if you're writing for like a mobile app or something, a free mobile app, there's no way to keep track of how often your song is streamed or how many copies the game sells. Because it's a free game, they make all their money from advertising, so that would just be work for hire. Honestly, man, I would get Audio Imperia stuff over the BBC. And I use the BBC too. And I'm not saying it's bad. What was my most recent template? Oh, what? It's my Smart EQ2. Got to reinstall that. I think the nucleus might sound thin with the modern mix. It's great samples, great quality samples though. Berlin Inspire, Audio Imperial Nucleus. I've never used the Sonovox and I wouldn't, because I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in insanely good samples. That's why I wouldn't. I have not tried the Orchestra 2. Here's for the person that kept asking about Marley. There you go. Aww. Trying to find somewhere there's a trailer for one of the films I scored. Red Room Audio, the palette is good for sure. Cinesamples isn't bad. You can't just say Cinesamples is outdated. Some of the Cinebrass is still insanely good. Enjoy the lasagna. Wow. I'm not even gonna try to do this. My Windows was all updating. I had to cancel it before the stream, or else I would have been late. My Sonable plugin isn't doing right. I have to use this virtual voice meter to get my streaming sound to come from here and my mic, and it's never as good as my actual interface, so we're gonna call it a day. I was gonna go through some of the BBC, but I'll do it some other time. Yeah, you can. It's fair to say it's outdated for Cinesamples, but you could say the same thing for Hollywood Orchestra and like Hollywood Brass and Cinebrass. even Hollywood strings they still hold up. You can use those in professional productions. East West player is dog shit. Okay. No problem, man. I'm heading out too. Got stuff to do. Gonna go for a ride. Strap the audio plug-in pooch to the bike. Yeah, I mean, I used to invest in like the all-in-one type libraries, and they were never satisfactory after a while. The best thing is to invest in individual sections. And even then, like, I wouldn't put all my eggs into one basket and invest in only one company. Like, my template is all over the place. I use Infinite Woodwinds, I use Spitfire Symphonic Woodwinds, I use Berlin Soloist Woodwinds, I use Junkie XL brass, I use 8 Century brass, I use Forzo from Heaviosity, I use low strings from Arc 1, BBC strings, Cinematic Studio strings, Spitfire Symphonic strings, Hans Zimmer strings, all depending on, and 8 Century strings, all depending on the context and what I need to do. I've never just used one company and been like, oh, I'm good with this. But if I had to get one package, I mean, it would be the Nucleus, it would be Berlin Inspire, maybe Metropolis Arc 1 if you wanted to do Epic. Right. Cinematic Studio Series, the brass and the strings are amazing. That's one that it's hard to find a complaint about them because they're such a good price too. What's string theory? And yeah, I've heard a lot about the woodwinds for like 3 years now. On VI Control. Same with 8 Century woodwinds. We're like, any day now. I'm not saying you're wrong. I haven't researched it in a while. But for like 3 years there, you'd see it. It was like, the Cinematic Studio wins right around the corner. 2016, 2017. Again, not saying you're wrong. I haven't looked into it in a while. All right. I am heading out. Thanks, everyone. I'll be testing out these headphones, and we'll report back on those in a couple weeks. No problem. I enjoy talking. That's why I hang around afterwards. So everyone will be back. I will be back in 2 weeks with another stream. Already got it all lined up. New deals coming as well, which we'll be doing videos for. I think a new Origin X video I'll be doing, and kind of doing a tutorial on how to build a track with it and stuff. So if you guys want to hear like orchestral music with Origin X, I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in. You know, that's the kind of music I like to do, so I might do that. I don't know. But yeah, more videos coming. More fun stuff. I'm going to go for a ride, clear my head, and then work all night. Maybe have a movie night. So thank you, everyone. I will see you in 2 weeks or sooner. Thanks, guys.